お前はなんでこんなことをする？俺に問う。平和を生み出し正義をなすことだ。さっきも言ったがな。その理由をお前に話したところで何も変わりはしないだろう。だがもう一度ゆっくり話をすればどうだろう。俺の目的はジライア先生も成し得なかったことだ。お前はなんでこんなことをする？俺に問う。平和を生み出し正義をなすことだ。さっきも言ったがな。お前はなんでこんなことをする？俺に問う。俺の目的はジライア先生も成し得なかったことだ。平和を生み出し正義をなすことだ。
So Ricegum recently made a response video to iDubbbz's content cop on him. And he also made a diss track in response to the content cop. Both of which were complete and utter garbage. They were poorly structured, and they made me pretty fucking angry. This kid has got so many brainwashed retards following his channel that the iDubbbz community isn't looking it doesn't look like the iDubbbz community can win this. It's a good feeling when someone is literally just too fucking daft to understand the points that you're raising against them. It's unfortunate. But regardless, the videos that Ricegum made were angering. They weren't even directed at me, and I was angered. And I feel the need to respond and speak my mind about them. So let's tear this dumb chink down. So let's get right into the juicy parts, alright? Ricegum makes the diss track, and the diss track is basically just him flexing something he just said he wouldn't do anymore.
I'll take some constructive criticism. So now I know that like not everything I buy has to be shown off and announced. Like, look guys, you know, not everything I buy has to be that way, you know?
And insults. He throws a little shade at iDubbbz, and that's it. It's not even good shade. He calls himself Big Bird, which is, I don't know, man, if you're fucking furry, go for it, but that's a bit weird, don't you think? Anyway, halfway through the track, the backing music cuts out.
You can see I'm getting mad, bringing up the past. H3 stop beating stacks, bitch, you getting fat. Flew out pretty pie just to fuck him in the ass.
Hey, you can't do this. You gotta stop this instant. You don't own these streets. You can't just dance here.
Wait, who turned off the beat? Boy, man, fuck a beat. You're a stalker, Ian. You think about me every night. He's definitely white. You might as well be Asian because you're obsessed with rice.
And he makes it look like it's it was a funny meme, funny gaff, you know, haha, jokes. But in reality, I'm pretty sure that was just, it was one of two things, alright? Either A, he was in such a rush to make some money off of all the hype surrounding the content cop that he said, fuck it, my fans are actually retarded, they'll eat it up with only half of the song with music. I'll make the other half some retarded acapella trash. That, or he just blew all of his cash on fresh shit to flex with, and couldn't afford to get a longer backing track. Regardless, that generic cookie-cutter beat was the best part of the song. I think Rice also must have gotten rid of his ghostwriter, or maybe he couldn't afford him because of his reckless spending. At least for this song, because the bars were actually fucking trash. I wrote better material in my edgy emo preteen phase. I don't know about you guys, but I thought Asians were supposed to be pretty fucking smart, alright? But this is a whole new level. Ricegum has double standards. Try and follow me here, alright? This is Rick and Morty level of complicated, nigga, alright? So, the boy contradicts himself basically every second line in his response. He plays off the rape shit to be okay since it happened in the past and he apologized for it. But he rags on Ian for what he's done in the past. You know? Double standards. He doesn't do this because he's an inbred gook raised in the rice fields. No. He does it because he wants to look like he sits in the Tag 9 room eating paste all day. You see, what Rice is really trying to do is abolish stereotypes. Kids actually, like, trying to be retarded. He's been being retarded his whole career on purpose. Just to show everyone that stereotypes aren't valid. Not every Asian is a revolutionary mathematician or a Challenger League player. There actually are retards with funny looking eyes. So truly, it was a wonderful message, Brian. Simply fantastic. So good, in fact, I think you did it a bit too well. People seem unable to comprehend that this was all just a little goof. A little meme, if you will. In case it isn't painfully obvious for you rice-like retards, this kid is mentally damaged.
Okay, you know what? Maybe he has a point. Maybe I do flex a lot, and I can see why people might find this annoying, but before you guys hate on me, I'm sorry, but like, put yourself in my shoes. Imagine growing up and going to school and seeing all your friends have these cool stuff, and you know, you kind of want that stuff too, but at the time, you didn't have enough money. And one day I decided, you know what, I'm tired of being broke. Let's try to get rich, you know? So I sat in my room and made some, you know, live stream stuff, and you know, I really didn't get paid a lot. I was grinding, but I mean, I didn't get paid a lot at the time, and then somehow I started doing YouTube, and you know, I was getting paid through YouTube, and next thing you know, I'm moving out of my parents' house, I'm living in LA. It all happened so fast, and I just started buying all this stupid stuff and just started flexing, and I mean, I'm not sorry for it.
King Chong, I grew up poor, so now that I'm rich, it's okay to rub in people's face.
I absolutely agree, Ricegum. You said yourself that when you were growing up, others flexing on you felt pretty bad. And now you compensate for your lack of skill and achievement by belittling others. You're like a shitty anime villain. One that looks more like goddamn Pidgeotto than Ryan fucking Perry. But for real, what achievements do you actually hold, Rice? I ain't talking about your Xbox achievements or your trophies on PlayStation. I'm asking, what in the fuck did you do to deserve your fame and riches? Absolutely nothing. You don't write your own music. It was proven when your writer's Twitter DMs were leaked. You don't make your own beats either. You work in a pro studio where other dudes mix and master it all for you. You have other people help you with your videos just like Leafy did. And then you leave them with little to no credit. You're a blank and generic slate for others to project themselves on, dude. Like a silent protagonist in a video game. You're bland as fuck and you're uninspired. You're overgeneralized to a point where you're honestly not even your own person. You're a puppet. Fucking retarded puppet. And back on the topic of Calvin. You are, Leafy is here too, Oriental Boogaloo, alright? Both your channel and Leafy's channel are based off of indirectly harassing others. Something you called out iDubbbz for, by the way. You also attack children. But you've since started blowing the musically sensation that is Jacob Sartorius to get some brownie points with everyone, since you saw how well things went down with Leafy. By the way, even Jacob is more musically talented than you, just saying. But you're following the exact same path. Your content is mundane and repetitive, and it never seems to do anything interesting or evolve in any way. And your distinct lack of respect for others is what's going to bring about your downfall. You're proud. There isn't anything wrong with taking pride in your work, man. But taking pride unrightfully and taking too much is when things get dangerous. Your ego is so large, probably compensation for your belly button penis, that you can't even acknowledge the points iDubbbz raised against you, let alone apologize for them. You blatantly lied to everyone when you said that the ghostwriter was just an allegation. It has literally been proven by Flannel Man himself. I'll play the clip.
Fans, and his Twitter account ended up getting hacked yesterday. Okay, his Twitter account got hacked, but the hackers didn't just do what every hacker does. They didn't just tweet out their Twitters and stuff. No, the hackers started tweeting out the diss rapper's DMs, and the hacker actually leaked tons of DMs from the diss rapper with Ricegum, with like e-girls. The hackers were literally just leaking every single private conversation the diss rapper has had with so many big YouTubers, and it was pretty messed up, dude. The diss rapper tweeted out saying, "People on YouTube are some actors. I want my credit where it's due. This dude didn't start diss tracks, I did." And then he tweeted at Ricegum, and he shows a ton of DMs here between him and Ricegum of him sending Ricegum a full fucking diss track. He literally sent him like all of the verses, literally the entire diss track. And then he shows here that Ricegum responded saying, "Get me 2 more lines."
If you were half as Asian as your penis is, you'd be smart enough to have just taken the L against iDubbbz. A content cop isn't an attempt at destroying someone's career on YouTube. You're so self-centered that that's what you saw it as. It's designed to educate you and bring to your attention that something isn't right. A content cop is a statement that very clearly says, something has to change. Genuinely recognize the criticism you've received and work to improve. That's how you take the win. mindlessly rushing in with an aggressive frenzy on an unfounded battleground, is suicide. By spouting incessant nonsense at Ian your entire diss track, you defeated yourself. Pidgeotto, my nigga, you just KO'd yourself with recoil. You made no valid points, you simply said some words on beat which held no real impact whatsoever. They were on the grade of playground insults. It was childish. A spectacle such as that is pathetic, and it makes the rest of us on the sites look like fucking idiots.
He doesn't have any real point. He just confused you with big word. Confusey 2017.
He used strong vocabulary to exercise professional dismantlement of your content structure. He made very real points in this video, almost all of which you chose to completely disregard because you couldn't find a way to weasel your way out of it fast enough. And the issues that you did address were brushed off. You just played your lovely double standard card. When you say something politically incorrect, it's to be forgiven with time. But when Ian says something non-PC, it's to be held against him for an even longer duration of time. Honestly, it's fucking pathetic. Your lack of rationalism and logic actually astounds me, and I'm a retarded fucking memer for Christ's sake. Even I'm not that inbred. You defended your constant flexing and milking to 10 minutes with yet another playground level retort. Rice, sweetie, you can't hit him because his opinion is different from yours.
But Johnny and Timmy do it all the time.
Nigga, you can't just blame someone else. That's not an excuse. An outside source can certainly influence your decision, but they're not the one that makes the decision for you. You were the one who decided to milk your videos to 10 minutes. You were the one who made the decision to do that. PewDiePie didn't put a gun to your fucking head and say, "Hey nigga, you make this video 10 minutes or I'm cutting your toes off." He didn't do that. He specifically told me in a DM that he did not do that actually, so can't even say that that's a hypothetical that has been proven correct. My point is, you can't kid your way out of this. You gotta own up to your mistakes. You see, Rice, in the year 1999, 2 teenage boys went into their school with firearms and killed 13 people. It's known as the Columbine Massacre. I'm sure you've heard of it. Tell me, because this happened in the past, does that pardon Stephen Paddock from the atrocity he committed in Las Vegas just recently? No! No, it does not! That man does not get a pass because 2 teenagers killed kids in their school. That's just not how it works. Because you made fun of rape to a rape victim's face, if I go do it, am I pardoned? No! No, I'm fucking not! Man, Columbine happened in the past. Shit. It's irrelevant now. I forgot. Dang, I just undermined my own point. It's almost like it's your response video or something. Fuck. Wait. Doesn't that mean the shooters should be forgiven now? Shouldn't they be heralded as heroes who fought valiantly against mental illness? They should be heralded as people who were just trying to express themselves in a world that didn't want them. Something poetic like that, yes? Man, those boys were truly noble. Sorry, just trying to put myself in your shoes. Honestly, Ricegum, you're a snake in the grass, and an anorexic one at that. Super Hamster could kick your fucking ass, and there are dead African children who weigh more than him. You'll stoop to any level to get what you want, and your entire fan base is a cesspool of children you've brainwashed into thinking you're a tough guy. Sure, you've got some money, but what do those ramen noodle looking arms do for you? Maybe jerk yourself off before bedtime. You're too cheap to follow through with a giveaway, so I doubt you're willing to buy a hooker and get chlamydia a second time. And don't even give me that horse shit about not wanting to cash in on tragedy. Nobody bought that. When you were young and wanted to flex on people, you'd have done the exact same thing for 10k. Because you'd stoop to any level to get what you want. Not to mention, you could have easily just disregarded that top video and found the next best video that didn't feature a horrific mass murder. But now you'd rather hang on to your 10k because it might be useful in the future. Knowing the direction your channel is about to take, a U-turn, I'd say it was a good idea, and probably your only one. Ricegum, harassed girls and recorded it for views. He openly admitted that and tried to use it to defend himself. Boy. Not only did you film them without their knowledge, which was something you broke what's-her-bitch's phone over, but you went out of your way to make these girls uncomfortable. You purposely exploited them for your own personal gain. What a good sob story. You're gonna get a lot of pity points with that. You actual inbred gook.
Bro, she'll let me pipe her shit. Yeah, bro, she definitely wants to fuck me. Bro, she low-key got some titties. I think she's 16 to 15. I ain't gonna lie, bro. She got some titties on her, bro. Nah, but did it feel good, though? So I used to live stream on this website like 2 or 3 years ago, and on that website, basically all it was just people that played video games and they were live streaming. And honestly, it was kind of boring because everyone did the same thing. They sat there and just played video games. And being a small content creator, I mean, you guys know it's so hard to grow, you know, starting out. So you have to be different. I could either sit there and play games and, you know, be boring, or I could sit there, play games, and just call random girls and make people laugh, and that's exactly what I did.
Your approach to flexing in your music video was pretty interesting. You walked around a bit with some flares, you showed off some glass design in your house, and had someone drive you around while you're in your soccer mom SUV, and you were eating Oreos, fiddling with a PS4 controller, and wearing a bathrobe. You were also in a pool for a pretty large amount of time, on an inflatable rubber duck dinghy. Rice, I don't flex because I'm not rich, but even I know how to do it. So if you're gonna flex, try not to do it with shit I can buy at Walmart in the bargain bin. And while on the topic of flexing, remember when you bought an SUV, showed it off in its own video, and then said,
King Tong, I ain't trying to flex. That's why I not to buy a sports car.
Cause I sure fucking do. Like, nigga. To be honest, you probably couldn't afford to buy a sports car, let's be real. You spent all your money trying to get the rest of your broke-ass family out of the rice fields back home, shipping money across continents like some sort of Pakistani leech. If you weren't trying to flex, why the fuck did you make a video to solely announce that you bought a new car? You are materialistic and egocentric to a fucking T. Nigga, you probably buy flex tape because it's got flex in the fucking name. So let's just face it. You spit less truth than any politician anyone has ever seen. Rice, if you happen to see this video, I want you to apologize to Ian and apologize to your fans. Apologize to the entire community of YouTube as a whole because you fucked up. You sinned and you gotta repent. I don't care if you're determined to never take a loss. If you don't want to take a loss, don't take a loss. You can't lose a fight that you don't participate in. Since Rice's channel is dying, we're gonna need someone to take his spot. I'll drop a diss track or two and I'll show you all what I'm worth. This little Jap is gonna learn the real wrath of the nuclear bomb. Is Brian even anime though? I mean, it doesn't really matter. The things that distinguished all the cultures over there happened in the past, so I guess it's pretty, irrelevant. Hehe XD. See what I did there? It was highly complicated humor. If you watch Rick and Morty, you're probably lolling out loud really hard since you were intelligent enough to understand my advanced comedy. I'm messing, obviously. That's all from me. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like and comment down below. Chink riders are gonna dislike this shit, so support the war effort, boys. By the way, report this video for harassment, because I just spent 15 minutes bullying a mentally disabled child. Love you, Rice. Neck yourself, faggot.